Strider. We're here today to show you how to assemble the Super 16 Strider. I'm going to get started with opening the box and taking everything out and making sure that we have all the pieces. Now that you've unpackaged your Super 16, make sure to remember to discard this nut cover that goes on the wheel. It is not part of the bike. It is packing material and it's meant to be discarded. So first we're going to make sure that we have all of our pieces. I'm referencing the instructions if you're not sure. Part A is the frame assembly, also comes with the handlebars. Part B is the front fork wheel assembly. C is the seat and seat clamp. There's also the seat post quick release, which is part D, and that was already on my frame in my box. There's part E, which is the handlebar clamp. F is the flat washer. G is the cupped fork washer. And then H is the Allen wrench, which is what we'll be using to tighten up the clamps on the handlebars. We're going to start with step 1, which is placing the cupped fork washer, cupped side down, on top of the fork. Once you've done that, we're going to put the fork into the head tube of the frame. And keep in mind there's 2 plastic bushings on each side of this tube. If one of them gets popped out when you're pushing the fork into the frame, just push it back in with your finger. Next we're putting the flat washer on top of the fork. And then on that we'll put the handlebar clamp. There's a little notch right in there that fits on top of the fork, and if it's a little snug, use your hand and go ahead and push down on it so everything's tight. From there, we'll put the handlebars in. And this might be a good time to have your child stand above it if you're going to adjust the handlebars to the height that they want it at. We don't have a specific recommended height, just whatever's comfortable for them. I'm using the Allen wrench that's included to tighten the handlebars. When you're tightening, you just want to make sure that they are not moving away from the wheel and that they're straight. The seat post quick release should be on the frame. Put the seat into the frame, and if your clamp is loose and you need to tighten it, it should be fairly tight before you put the seat in, so that when you put the clamp down, there should be no movement in the seat like there is right now. So I'm going to need to tighten it. Actually, I'm going to take the seat out and tighten it with both hands. Now the seat is nice and tight and it does not move. And again, have your child just sit and make sure that the seat is the right height for them. So you'll want them to sit on the bike. They should have a slight bend in their knee, but both feet should still be able to be flat on the ground. Now that your bike is fully assembled, we're going to make sure that the adjustments are correct. On the brake, if you noticed, in the packing material, there was this spacer right here, and that allows for a small child to have the right spacing on the brake so that they get the right amount of leverage. And you'll also notice that the brake moves right now. You'll need to tighten that up. So make sure that the brake is wherever is comfortable for your child. It could be down or up, just whatever is comfortable for them. And then once you find that spot which is comfortable for them, use the Allen wrench and tighten the brake up. And if you're not comfortable adjusting the brake on your bike, you can always bring it into a bike shop and they will be more than happy to help. Or if you have any questions, call us and we can walk you through it. So now that that's tight, we're also going to just double check back here that the brakes are working properly. When I squeeze on the brake, the pads, they should be lined up with this rim on the wheel and not moving around at all. If there is a little bit of play in there, you can just tighten them up with a wrench, or again, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can go ahead and bring it into a bike shop and they'd be more than happy to help. A couple of things just to keep in mind is when you're doing the handlebars and tightening up the clamp for that, they should be really snug. You shouldn't be able to move it at all. Also the seat. Make sure that there's proper inflation in the tires and that you're comfortable with how everything is all set up before you let your child go and play on his new bike. So if you have any questions, give us a call. It's 605-342-0266 at Strider. We're more than happy to help, and thanks for watching.